performing for the second time. Please give it up for Laura Monjoy.
Hello. I had so much fun last week that I decided to write my butt off, and I wrote some more. Okay, this is called Foster of Security. Or I'm sorry, Forest of Security. I walk to the edge and look down the empty hole that shadows what is left inside. There's a tiny little locket holding a key that needs to be turned, for if it's not turned, I will crumble into pieces left to be swept off the sidewalk by the local street sweeper who begs for $1 for his next fix, only to wake up in the park the next day and wonder, how did I get here? What led me down this path of self-destruction? Only he does not think these thoughts as he sweeps up the broken pieces of the shell that is left, because fragile was not written on my forehead, or please take care of the fragments that were pieced together after years of being in doormat. That doormat was walked on like the man who walks on hot coals. When I look down, I want to see a forest rich, with trees big enough to climb and flowers as big as a tire swing by the creek. But a forest cannot grow without sunshine or rain, for if there is no rain, it will turn into canyons as steep as Mount Everest. For the next time I look down, there will be that forest, because sunshine and rain foster the growth of the future. As the key was turned like the Ferris wheel on a hot summer day, and that tiny little locket was secured by the one responsible for releasing the caged bird that sings a sweet melody only loud enough for us to hear. Okay, 1 down, 3 to go. This is called writer's block. I'm sure anybody who's ever written has had that moment of, what the heck do I write? I once read the Jabberwocky at the know-it-all age of 17. But what did I actually know at 17? I can remember the jaws of the villain that was a blank piece of paper. This is what I knew at 17. The pen I held clawed its way to the beginning of the page. The blank page stared back at me, noticing that I was shaking to find the right words, to explain the mystery of the villain that fed on the words stumbling to make sense in a world full of chaos. Suddenly the words began to flow to the blank piece of paper like a lily pad caressing the pond, and the villain of the blank piece of paper was defeated by the swords of the pen that created an army to walk to the end. By the way, I wrote that at like 6 in the morning when I woke up with Charlie horse. Okay, this is called Words of a Harp. Poetry is not meant to be understood. It's words of a harp plucked so seamlessly by the one designed to make a sweet melody for the audience to hear. The one who makes the symphony whole and brings softness to a world of violence. When the sweet sounds of the harp echo in silence, there is a wait for a warm ovation of an ending to the sweetest melody. It's designed to resonate in ears and heard around the world. It was talked about by the old women drinking their coffee with their red lips pressed against the edge of their cups that were left to them by Aunt Sue. She was the one who plucked the harp every day in silence for years and never had the warm ovation of an ending. The harp she played later collected dust and was found by the cleaning crew, which now sits on display in a museum with floors of a painted audience that she will never see. Okay, this is kind of funny. It's called A New Kind of Laughter, and it kind of explains why I stumbled. I laugh at the puddle I just sunk my foot in. I laugh at the poppy seed stuck in between my teeth. I laugh at the stain on my shirt. I laugh at the way I stumble over my words. But years ago, I did not laugh at the puddle I sunk my foot in, or laugh at the poppy seed stuck in between my teeth. Years ago, I did not laugh at the stain on my shirt, and I certainly did not laugh at the way I stumbled over my words. The most important lesson learned is the ability to laugh at the puddle I just sunk my foot in, the poppy seed stuck in between my teeth, the stain on my shirt, and the way I stumbled over my words. Because in that lesson, I finally grew into my skin and created a barrier that won't soak my foot, caused me to constantly look for the poppy seed stuck in between my teeth, have me feel the need to hide my stained shirt, or plot my whole sentence before speaking. Because I am me, and that's okay.
That was good, babe.